Micah, is it time? It's time.
It's milking time. We have been keeping the goats out in a fenced pasture area. And so I think Emma is working on letting the goats out. Yeah, there she is. And we tie, the two goats we're not milking, we tie up down there, although one of them's way out in the pasture. She won't come in. It's fine if she doesn't come in. She can be out there. The only reason we tie them up is because when I start milking, they all want the grain. And the chickens want the grain, which is super frustrating. Oh, and apparently the cat. The cat wants to participate too. Well, what do you think, buddy? Hi, Almond. You ready for milking? Climb on up. Come on. No. You know the drill. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. It's okay. It would help if I kept my supplies near each other. And if I didn't get these dumb chickens out. Seriously. You ready? Good girl. I stand in the back and milk on this one because she's very picky. She likes to kick, so I milk from behind. So I can grab her legs if I need to. Is there a chicken under you? What is going on? Want me to help? She's
that one's really bad.
This goat is really easy to milk as far as she stands there.
But she's not easy to milk.
But her teats are shaped weird or something. I don't know. I think they have very tiny holes. It is very hard to squeeze it out. You can feel the milk squeezing back up into her. Like it's really hard to pinch her off. We've talked about reselling this goat because she's hard to milk. She stands great. She's beautiful. Just doesn't even kick you. So we're talking about selling her potentially. The problem is we are still struggling. Black and white goat, her udder's pretty bad. This one has a couple of spots and just kind of seems to have just a few spots. I don't think she has mastitis. I think she may have contracted the staph infection. These chickens, they can pass it around just by a little tiny abrasion or something. And it's been wet. It's been so wet. You know, we've talked many times about how it rains here all the time and we try to change out the bedding every 2 to 3 days, but it's a lot of bedding to change out. Gemma's also a good milker. She just stands for the most part. I rarely have any trouble with her kicking. Sometimes at the very end when she's done, she'll try to step in the pail. But from this angle, I can just grab her foot. She's not as stubborn as Almond is about it. Almond is pretty stubborn, and I couldn't sit like this with her. But I enjoy sitting this way with Gemma. It's the easiest hold, and I can use 2 hands. I'd watch videos online of other homesteaders milking their goats like this, and I thought, that's such a fluid motion, and their hands are both working together, and there's so much milk coming out. And with Almond, I could never get there because she kicks so much, but this is nice. I wish this goat would heal her infection so that we can milk her like this. And this, I mean, already she's got 4 cups of milk in here, probably.
Well, we dug all day with the tractor, maybe 3 hours with the tractor, And we got some dirt moved, pretty happy with it. But we really decided that this is what we needed. So in town, you can rent a mini excavator. It's the right tool for the job. And I think it's the right tool to get it done in one day. So the goal here is to dig out as much of that hillside as we possibly can and move it, build new road right here. I've never driven anything like that besides from the lot up onto the track, up onto the trailer. So it's gonna be a brand new experience for me. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
What do you call that thing?
A bigger digger?
A bigger digger. Let's do it. This machine is absolutely amazing. Definitely the right tool for the job and the right size, but it ain't magic. Still a lot of work. We have dug out this side of the mountain today. We've probably pushed it back about 10 feet, and then we've pushed out this hillside about 5 feet. And so overall this flat is about 15 feet wider than it was. Now what we're doing is digging a trench for drainage, because what happens is the water comes off this hill and it basically floods this flat section. So we're digging a trench. Did you see the trench yet? Pretty cool, huh? So that's going to be probably a gravel filled French drain, something like that, not sure. Just need a low spot for water to go. Okay, goats, you're going to get run over if you hang out here.
Oh, we're back in here. Toy, stop back, get up.
Goats.
Okay, so you may have noticed at the last couple videos, I don't know, there might have been video of our tarp system. We call it Tarp City, but we're getting a new Tarp City today, because the other one was like 3 tarps stuck together, and the rain just would pool and then run down. So we have this gigantic tarp that the goal is that the gigantic tarp will go all the way between this trailer and this trailer. Hopefully this will keep us from getting rained on, which, even though there's a little bit of sun, there's also clouds, and it was kind of sprinkling earlier. So we're hoping that this will cover it.
Tarp City 2.0!
What's the matter?
Love kind of nice things, Dad.
What's the matter?
She doesn't like the sound of our screw guns.
Yeah, he does.
We're building the second goat pen, almost exactly the same as the first goat pen, with the same structure, the same field fence, or sorry, the same cattle panels. The difference is, instead of buying T-posts, we're actually going to reuse some material that we took out of the single wide mobile home. We've reused so much of that metal, it's been awesome. And these are some struts that held up the floor in the old mobile home. They're just driving them in like T-posts. The kids have been building a fort in the forest for 1 week. It was last week at 1 o'clock on Monday that they started, and I told them I'm not going to look at it for 1 week and we'll see how far you can get on your fort. I haven't seen it. Very excited about it. I've been hearing all kinds of noises coming from the forest. Screw guns, saws, hand saws, and lots of hammering. It better be awesome.
And it's awesome.
We're going to winter in there, so it's got to be
They're
nice.
not very awesome.
It's very awesome. Oh my goodness, you built this? Oh my goodness. Hey, those look like offcuts from my sawmill. It looks so good. Now I'm going to want all our walls looking.
When you're a kitty and you just get to relax.